Come on, show me live. Okay, do I have sound? Yep, I do. Yay. Okay. So, okay. So, there's nobody on here yet, but I'm just going to start. So, today I am finally going to finish my nails instead of just doing sets. So, let me get some alcohol out of here. I am going to clean my nails first. I'm going to try and do this a little more forward because when I was looking at my video the other day, it didn't quite look like everybody could see. So, just going to do the base coat after cleaning with alcohol, making sure there's no oil on the nails. So, and if you're watching this on the replay, hope everybody's having a great Monday. We are back to our regular scheduled day after 2 weeks off for Christmas vacation. I was not ready to get up this morning at all, but I did. I get that base coat right down into, because I probably could use a fill. But I don't have time for that right now, so that'll be our next. So I'm just going to use that base coat and try and smooth that line between where my nail is and hopefully that will suffice and help blend that line out. Good morning, Doodle Crew. And then I'm going to set in the light and cure for 30 seconds. Hope you're having a good Monday. Telling you, I'm definitely needing the coffee today. I was lazy all of vacation. I slept in. If any of you were on for my late night or early morning lives, I was up. My sleep schedule all messed up. So last night I went to bed early. I was up at the crack of dawn, and now I'd like to go back to bed, but there's no time for that. So but yeah, I thought good time. My little person is still sleeping because his sleep schedule got all messed up too. So I thought, well, good time to hurry up and get this done. My fiance is still home, so if he wakes up, he can get him. And oh, geez, you're making me hungry. I haven't had any breakfast yet. Okay, now I'm going to use that black canvas by the Finger Paints. And as I say all the time with any of these dark, more opaque colors, make sure you use nice thin coats. Thank you. I got this light and phone holder for Christmas because everybody was sick of seeing me. My weird phone holder that I had, and I actually had a car phone holder earlier before when I started this, and so a lot better angle. Hopefully in my next video I'll look even cooler because today my plan is this afternoon to try and go through, clean all this up. I've got a new rack for my nail polish and for my glitter. So I've got to figure out where I want all of this hanging up and hopefully get a little more organization going. Yeah, if you're new here, I am trying to build my channel. So if you like what you see, I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. Every time it's free and every time everybody does that for me, it gets me out into the algorithm a little more. So I would greatly appreciate it. Because I bump my fingers all the time and I'm a giant klutz, I'm going to wait to do my thumb until after I cure these. Oh, yum. What kind of muffins? My boys love, that's their favorite breakfast in the morning, and it's so easy. Oh, my goodness. I made some muffins the other day. Sorry, I had to try to do the one-hand coffee thing. They were double chocolate chip. So they were, they probably weren't much different than making a chocolate cupcake, but as a mom, it made me feel better that I was feeding them muffins instead of chocolate cupcakes for breakfast. So. But oh well, it's vacation. So gosh, I am shaky today. I'm only on my first cup of coffee. Okay. Again, cure that for 30 seconds. This is the boring part. But yeah, I figured I needed to do this because I looked ridiculous walking around with just one hand done. So, why not share it? Maybe have some fun with some people that didn't get to see me do this the other night on the other hand. So, I'm disappointed in my last live. I don't know what's going on with my phone. But the second time, half of my live was silent. We did some really cool nails, so I'm kind of mad at myself and my phone for not catching it. But that was something else they got for Christmas was a microphone. So as soon as I figure out how to get that all hooked up and integrated into my mess, And that will be up and hopefully have a little bit better sound and cap that up. After I get this cured, I'm going to, before I start the nail art, I'm going to put top coat on. As I said, that's my safety net. So if I screw up, and I'm using the acrylic paints. So if I screw up my design, all I've got to do is take a little bit of warm water on a piece of cotton and wipe it right off, and I am back to redemption. So oh, you know what? I know why it seems so blah and quiet. Normally I have some music going. Let me get some music going. Music with her nails. And I know this isn't anything that's... nothing that's real popular or anything, but I found some copyright-free music playlist, so at least it's some sound, and it helps block out if the dog decides to start going nutso or anything upstairs because someone dared drive down my road, you know. Got one of those dogs. The funny thing is that, I mean, I don't know, she might surprise me, but I always joke that if anybody ever broke in, she'd probably show them where everything was and show them where the milk bones were, and she got a belly scratch, she'd be happy, so. Okay, I'm going to cure that. And again, definitely cure. Wait for my thumb because this top coat is self-leveling. And if you let it sit too long, then that's when you get kind of the flooding into the cuticles. So that's the easiest way that I have to prevent that, is just cure it. Oh, I painted these a little bit different on this hand, so I just realized that. So, oh well. At least they're done and they're covered. I won't have acrylic nail, just raw acrylic nails. That always seems to be the way it is, though. When you're the one doing it, you're the last one to get it done. It was like that when I was in the salon. I was always... all my clients had great hair, but we'd have to beg each other to stay after to do each other's hair and nails at like 8, 9 o'clock just to get them done. So that's usually the last thing in the world you feel like doing after a 8-hour day of doing hair and nails and all that fun stuff. So okay. And I'm just going to top coat that. And, you know, if you've been here before, you know, I love true crime. And I'm going to be redoing one of my videos that I did when I first started. I'll be doing that this week. It is kind of a crazy story about... it was an actor that a lot of us knew, and he had a really big part well, not a really big part, but quite a funny, memorable part in a well-known movie. And apparently, he had a complete double life, and he is now in prison for murder and kidnapping. And um, well, the reason I'm redoing it is when I first did that episode of my crime cast, I put a clip in from the movie that he was in, and it was a Warner Brothers movie. And I've since learned that Warner Brothers and Disney are quite on it as far as copyright, things like that. I didn't even realize, I was new to it and just kind of learning. So I know now, but it got flagged and I ended up deleting it, which I now know also I shouldn't probably have done. But it was a really good story. So I think I'm going to redo that one because it was something that I didn't even know about him. I just kind of happened upon it one night when I was watching TV. Okay, we're going to make the trusty dusty mountain of paint. Make sure everything's shaken up really well. This stuff can get kind of watery. I had that issue the other night when I first did this design with the silver wanting to drip all over the place. So, got water. Keep our brush wet. So now I just have to make sure that I'm going to do this the right way. And as I said the other night, I like to do, even though it's really contrasting against, and I'm not doing black and white, I want it to be mostly black and silver. I like to do some white over top because it seems to it helps the other colors pop out, if that makes sense. I'm just doing some kind of funky lines here and there, just all abstract. We're just going to add some glitter and stuff like that too, so that will change that up. And you just want to give it a second in between coats to dry. As I said the other night, you want to make sure that this stuff is completely, this acrylic paint is, pretty much completely dry before you add anything to it, or you put any top coat on it, or else it will smear. And if it's not dry, I've had a couple people ask me about it cracking because of its texture. Only if it's not dry. If you have it completely dry and then you put the top coat over it, you're usually pretty safe. So so now I'm going to go in with the silver. Now, if I get quiet, forgive me. This is kind of like putting on eyeliner. I cannot talk when I put on eyeliner or mascara. And sometimes I forget to talk when I'm painting, so. And I don't know if you can tell very well from the camera right now, but you can see putting that silver up against that white. Once I go over it with the silver, it does mute it down a little bit more. But it gives it enough of a clearer background that it's easy to see. Okay. Now, I am going to take the white because I like this. I like doing this just to give it a little, break it up again, you know. But take my dotting tool. Just putting little... These are old school. This is what we used to do in the 2000s, and I had a awesome friend that used to do my nails that taught me all these little tricks and bloops, just to mix it up a little bit. We can do some silver. Let's bring all those colors in together. And it might be kind of hard to see. Now the design will pop out more when you put the top coat on. So now we're just going to keep that drying. And let's see, how did I do this? I'm just going to put a little base coat right there because I'm going to do a little glitter. I've got this. This is the super fine. This is the best texture of glitter to use on your nails. You can use any glitter on your nails, but I find that the finer it is, the easier it is to get it to lay down, especially if you're doing a design that has top coat over the glitter. So it's hard to do with my left hand, but I'm just going to cure that. Just little tiny bits as a little accent, just to sparkle it up a little bit. It's a new year. We want bright, happy, fun. Everything's going to be much better this year. It has to be, right? We're going to make it better, all of us. So we start one step at a time, baby steps. I'm going to start with my nails. I've made a deal with myself that no matter what's going on, no matter what's going on in YouTube or on the news or anything, I'm just going to try and stay positive. And my first step was I didn't even turn it on this morning. I didn't even watch any. Sometimes I watch drama channels and stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn around my my notifications on my phone. Sorry about that. I'm not starting out my mornings watching the news or any of the YouTube drama or anything like that. I started out my morning this morning. I dropped my son off at school. I went and got some coffee and came back home, ate breakfast, and just tried to get caught back up on my reality TV shows that I couldn't watch because everybody was home. Unfortunately, when my family's home, I don't get to decide what's on TV all the time. We've got a million TVs, but if you actually want to be around everybody, then I'm just going to blow off that extra glitter. Cap that up because I don't trust myself. Yeah, this is a pretty easy. This is what I love about the gel polish is it's been, maybe 10 minutes, if that. And I've got a full manicure done. So that's the only thing about this that's not old school, is we're not still sitting here for an hour and a half getting nails done. I don't have the patience for that at all. So, okay. Now, this paint feels pretty dry. I mean, it does dry pretty fast. So you're still, even when you're using the acrylic, like I said, they're just these. And I'm not affiliated with any of these products, by the way. I'm just sharing the things that I love the most. And it seemed to make what I do a lot easier, because that's a big difference. One of my friends on here, we were talking the other day, and she said that no matter what she does, her polish gets streaky. And sometimes it's just a matter of the polish you're using. So I try to give everything on here that I use, and this less than $2 a bottle. And I like that because I can get more of the colors, more array of colors to do some of this painting and stuff like that than I can the gel. And not all gel colors do well with trying to paint art designs and things like that. I tried doing some nail art with, it was the Candy Lover brand, and I like that brand. Don't get me wrong, I like that as far as regular base coat, but as far as nail art, it was not smooth. It didn't, it's almost too thick. And so what would happen is I would paint something really cute, and then when it would cure, it would flatten out and the edges weren't crisp and pretty, and it just looked a mess. So you live, you learn. So I'm going to do one coat of the clear coat on there. Get that sealed in. Chances are, I think I had to do 2 coats on these, guys. But, and next I am going to put some lotion on, because yikes. Michigan has not been kind to my nails this winter so far, or my hands. Yeah, I can still feel the glitter, and I know myself, and I will not be able to handle that. So I'm also a nail polish picker. So if I have one little scratchy area, or a little tiny bit of lifting, something like that, I'll have the whole nail peeled, gone by the end of the day. So but I'm proud of myself. I am going out of the box, because normally I just have regular old pink polish on. My hands get so messy from doing when I have a press-on business, and so I'm always painting all these nails, and I always end up with my nails are a mess, afterwards. So I usually just do my pink because it looks cute. It goes with everything. And if I need to, buff off some nail art from another project that I did, I can always do that and repaint it real quick. But I don't make any resolutions for New Year's. I just always try to make an agreement with myself just to do better than the year before. I think sometimes, resolutions work for some people. For me, it doesn't. Let's see. It's a little rough spot on that. I don't want to do an entire other coat of top coat, just because I don't want these too thick. Especially in the ends, but I am going to just get right in there, because I can feel some of the... Let's see. There we go. And again, I think I said this the other night. This is one of the few times when you'll actually see me using one whole line of products. This is the finger paints. I absolutely love this top coat. This top coat, excuse me. And this is just the black canvas polish. The color's black canvas, but I absolutely love that top coat. I have never had issues with it. It cleans up really well. Gives a really nice finish. So yes, let's see. So let's take that baby off. I'm trying some new lotion. It's Gold Bond. It's supposed to be shea butter, coconut oil, and cocoa butter. Really get in there because these hands. Oh, and I swear I haven't been out that much, but just that little bit of cold air. And I'm going to go over my nails again because I don't want them all smudgy and lotiony. Get the rest of the paint off my hands. The other neat thing is if you are doing that nail art with that acrylic paint, it's water-based, so if you get some on your skin, no, not the gel paint, but this. If you get any of this on your skin. Oh, hey, Cricket, how you doing? This is the stuff that I am trying. This seems to be working pretty well. I tried it last night for the first time, and I liked it. So, so we'll see. But yeah, and it doesn't feel greasy. It soaks right in. I'm working on trying to formulate a lotion. I'm going online. I'm learning all about the different products and stuff like that you can mix in. Shea butter and coconut oil seems to be two of the best mixes together. I am good. Today is the first day that my oldest went back to school, so and my little guy was upstairs with it. He was still asleep when I started, and my fiance is still off work for their vacation. So I thought I was going to hurry up. I still had never painted my other nail, so I thought, well, since everybody's sleeping, I'm going to hurry up and do this, and I'd come live and see who was on and what everybody was doing. And there. Now this will be on the website soon. This is my cuticle oil, and it is my own little recipe, but yes, I don't like that either. I don't like that. This really soaked right in, and I don't feel greasy. It's just my skin's not tight anymore, and it really got glitter all over it, but I don't know if you saw it before. My hands looked just dusty, and now they're looking pretty good. They need a tan, because man, did that leave me in a heartbeat when the sun went down. But so yeah, but the cuticle oil is a mixture of jojoba oil, rose hips oil, vitamin E, and then depending on what scent, I add essential oils in. I've got one that's a relief and healing. It's got peppermint and eucalyptus and sage in it. Got one that is scented like love spell. It smells so good. Yeah, and I'm gonna put it. It should be up on the website this week. I've got bottles, I have droppers, and I also have these really neat purse pens that I found, and I just love this stuff. There's also I have to make another batch of rose because that sold out. But I have love spell. That was another one that sold out fast, and unscented. And the unscented, you can use anywhere. My oldest is autistic and he cannot stand any kind of really heavy scents, but I actually use this when his lips get chapped because it's got the vitamin E and the rose hips in it, and it's safe to do that and put it on at night, and by the morning his lips are healed. And so yeah, I really like it. And I woke up with a sore hangnail this morning and it's already starting to make it feel a little bit better. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that stuff up for Valentine's Day. That's the plan. And I also have these guys too. This stuff, I am in love with this stuff. It's a scrub. I can't do really heavy duty scrubs because my skin is sensitive. So it's salt and chia seeds mixed together. Chia seeds are great for moisture, but they're also great to help exfoliate. And this is the eucalyptus peppermint, and it has the chia seeds in it, but it also has a little bit of eucalyptus leaves in it too, and that helps kind of exfoliate. But again, doesn't leave your hands feeling yucky or anything like that. It's got the same oils as the cuticle oils in it with a little bit of coconut oil. And you just scrub it around on your hands, rinse them, pat them dry, and it'll get all those little, it's good for hands and feet. So that'll be up, and there are foot soaks to match that will be up. So, yeah, and I am working on a line of lip scrubs. But oh, this will feel really good. My mom really liked this one. And her feet she was diabetic and her feet would get so bad, but this was something that really helped her. And again, with people with diabetes, you have to be careful. You don't want anything tearing or ripping the skin. And yeah, this worked really, really well on her. And it doesn't leave a mess in your sink or anything like that. Some of those scrubs, I bought a million of them, but some of them leave like rings in your sink, or it makes it really gross. And this one doesn't. It rinses pretty clean. So and I want to try and make a line of lotions that match these too. So that's my winter project. Yeah, and she had to be so careful about her feet and even getting pedicures and things like that. So she was really excited when I came out with that. And said my next thing is working on some lip scrubs too. I did a little test market this summer, and I've got a birthday cake flavor that's really, really good, and a fruit punch flavor. The fruit punch tastes exactly like High C fruit punch, and they're completely edible. But because I am not, I don't sell food. I don't have a food license. I can't market them as being edible, but they are, so it's safe. So if you get any in your mouth, you're not going to be, sick or anything like that. Yeah, I always liked some of Victoria's Secret stuff a little bit better because it wasn't quite as strong smelling. And that was something that was real hard at first, working with trying to figure out putting enough scent in so that someone could smell it, but not so much that you felt like you were overpowered by it. And so I think I've got it tweaked. Yeah, the lip scrubs, the only one that was really strong was the peppermint, but it smelled like a candy cane, and the kids really loved that one. It was so funny. That was the ones I had some little girls coming to my booth every day and buying this lip scrub because they wanted to eat it. And I said, I mean, it's all, like I said, edible, stuff that's edible and fine. And oh, just a second. Something weird is popping up on my computer. Oh, there it is. Good grief. I don't know what that was all about. I have to have my computer on in front of me so I can see what I'm looking at. But yeah, so these are, and that's the thing I started doing lip scrub actually for my son again because of the chapped lips, and he can handle this. It's not too overpowering or anything like that. And but you just gave me an idea. I can make my formula unscented too, and that might be a good one for because that was how I started doing the unscented nail oils. Is I had a couple of people that came and said, I will buy a bunch from you if you make an unscented, because different things like triggering migraines, etc. That is the other thing. Speaking of migraines, the eucalyptus peppermint sage oil. Um, I have used that for migraines. If I get a migraine, I put a little on my temples, on my forehead, and um, when I got really sick, last year, we all got this real bad respiratory stuff, coughing all night, just couldn't sleep, stuffed up. And neither of my boys will let me go near them with Vicks. And I had one night where this was actually created out of desperation. I could not sleep because I couldn't stop coughing. And I took a little bit of this stuff. I put a little bit under my nose, and I stopped coughing the rest of the night. So, um, so yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll definitely, when I introduce them, do a live and do a video so everybody can see what I've got. But yeah, so there's going to be some fun stuff coming up. I was sitting there the other day, though. I thought, I've got to get my, in a groove, because Valentine's Day is going to be here before I know it. And as much as I think I'm ahead, I will end up being behind. So, and nobody needs that. So, let's see what is. Oh yeah. Yeah, and see, that's it. It's the migraines. Sorry, my chat is a little bit behind for some reason, but yeah. And that's it. I have to be real careful with scents, with lights. We had to change we had to change a light and turn our basement TV room around, because we had these ceiling lights that were shining down, and the one was just shining down just right to where if I sat there too long in the one chair, I would get the worst migraine. It was such a trigger. And so now we moved our furniture around, and everything's a lot better. So all right. Well, on that note, it is almost 11:30, and I can hear my little guy upstairs. So I've got to get going, because I've got to get more stuff done. I'm not sure if I will be doing nails tonight. If I do, then I will try to go live and do some of my Valentine's Day fun stuff. And you too, my dear, you have a wonderful day. And everybody, I hope it's sunny. And if it's at least not warm, I hope it's sunny where you are today. And have a great day. And thanks everybody for coming in. And again, if you are new here and you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps me get out in the algorithm. And I'm really trying hard to build my channel. Not just for here, but like I said, I've got my Clawz by Cutsy website. And in fact, I'm going to do that real quick before I go. I'm going to put this in the chat. I need to pin it on my wall. But this is the new website. It is growing day to day. So, if you're interested in nails or nail products, go ahead and check me out over there. Like I said, check back every couple of days, because I'm adding new stuff all the time. And I will talk to everyone later. So have a great day. Peace, love, and claws, y'all.